assignment 4, the name generator. So I didn't do any classes or anything. I didn't think it was necessary. So I just made some functions in Python. So we have the load names method, which you pass in a gender, just male or female, and then it returns a list of names provided from the text files. And then we have the get transition probabilities. So I go through that list of names, and then I create a list out of the letters of the name, and then I begin to loop through the list, so all the letters and the names. And what I try to do is I take a letter and then the next letter and match it to the current state. So say we have JO, I'll look for the sequence JO, and then I'll take the letter after that O, and I will add that to my transitions. And so what I end up returning is a list of all the things that follow the current state. So if it's JON, JOS, and JOF, it's going to be a list of those three letters. And in the case that, say it's JON and the N shows up 5 times, in that list the N will be there 5 times. So instead of attaching probabilities, I just created a list of all of the next letters that follow, and then the ones that have a higher probability will be in there more times, so they'll have a better chance of getting picked. And so then get a new state. We don't want to be returning these underscores, so we just pick a random number between the transition list, so all the possible next states, and then we pick that item. So again, if the transition list is just 10 letters and 8 of them are A and 2 of them are B, then A is going to have an 80% chance of getting picked. It was just easier to do it this way and assign or pick a random index in that list as opposed to attaching the probabilities. And so then when we have the get name, we just take the min and the max and the gender, and we basically we select a length for the name, so just a random length between the min and the max, and then we have a gender, so we load those names up. And while we haven't reached our name length, we go in and we grab the last 2 characters of our string, so that's our name that's continuing to be constructed, and then we get the transitions and we get a new state. So we keep going until we've reached our name length, and then I just replace all the underscores with nothing so I can print the name out. And so then here, just set up a little dry run. You input your gender, min length, max length, and the number of names, and then it's going to run that for however many times you want to. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to execute everything in the console. So we'll take male. We'll say a length of 4 and 10, and we'll just return 5 names. Leekdo, Martursh, Wad, Dank, and Quentin would be the names. And that is it.